Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the shop. Where in the world have you been? I haven't seen you in for ages. Man, let's just do a little trip around the shop. Everything has been changing a lot here since I was doing videos. Uh, let's just do a quick shop tour today and see how this goes and see if you guys want me to start videoing some of the crazy stuff I've been doing here. My business is kind of dying off. I've ran out of the material I was welding together and selling for the blacksmith tooling. So we're going to just try to start playing blacksmith again. Let me turn you around and we'll start over here in the corner. This is something I was working on today. That's set up so if I've got something long in my coal forge, that's the right height, and I can adjust it with the handle down here. And if I want to go to my propane forge, all I got to do is change the length of that and set that back on it, and I can raise it up so I can use it in my little propane forge. I still have my old vise, and I have it on the wheels. And there's a little rivet forge hiding back there. If I can ever start doing demonstrations, I'd like to start going to some of the prepper groups or little blacksmith groups and take my leg vise, my little forge, and I've got an anvil in the shop. This is my little plasma table. I have bought a little Hypertherm plasma cutter so I can play around with making some little stuff with that. And there's the little propane forge. I was using that yesterday, and I just finished this stand. It's on wheels. This pulls out, so if I got longer stuff, I can prop it in there. And then this I can raise up on these 1/2-inch rods to help hold that. And then this is what I was working on yesterday. A friend of mine wants some great big heavy duty shepherd hooks. And there's the hook. It's the short hook. It'll have 2 hooks. One goes clear down into the ground. And then that one there, I got to bend the large arc, which I will be using that big wheel there. The center part of it is what I use to make the small hook, and then I'll make the big hook with the outside ring. And there's the ones that will weld onto the long one and drive into the ground next to it to help support it. And there's the newly rebuilt a couple years ago forge, and I cut all that chimney out of 14 gauge with my plasma cutter. And there's Big Bertha, German double horn anvil, I believe 668 pounds. Got that from Alan, rusty hubcap. And then I swindled him out of the big fly press. Didn't swindle him, but I got him to sell it to me. And there's my big striking anvil I had a video on building. And I built this rack back here to hold all the different tooling I'm making for this fly press. I was bending some 90-degree angles on something yesterday. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, it was those 1/2-inch rods on that forge table, and I made that stop so I'd bend them the same. I got a couple 100-gallon propane tanks when I get my adapter to work with them. This is all my blacksmithing tooling, and here's a couple some things I've made for cooking over a fire. And up here's some trammels I've made. Getting ready to try to market those once I get the the pattern down pat. And of course, hiding back here is the big arbor press. Looks like a mess, but it's actually pretty well organized. Let's go in the shop. There's the old kitchen. My drill mill and my lathe. I still use those quite a bit. Grinder, some more steel. There's my door magnets when I go to Quad State. I have picked up, of course, from Rusty Hubcap, some different things for tin work. Smaller arbor press and some of my arrows. I'm getting back into archery a little bit. Those drawers are all full archery arrow making. There's a few of my bows, the antique wall, some grinders, my little sheet metal bender. I have a TIG welder, my MIG welder, a heat treat oven from Rusty Hubcap. I did buy a control for it that I've got to figure out how to use. I got some swage blocks back there. My big Quincy. I've got problems with it. The head gasket has blown, I believe, and it's leaking from the high pressure into the lower pressure cylinders, and is kicking the relief valve. I can get it up to 140, so I can still use it, and I have gaskets on order. There's some Rusty Hubcap hammers, wooden hammers, wooden mallets. Over there's my plasma cutter, my torches. I've got a bunch of rods for the TIG. I still have a lot to learn. There's the Hypertherm 45. Parts washer. Toolboxes. I got toolboxes everywhere in here. And there's my anvil. It's a Fisher 120-pound anvil, and I got it on that stand I made. But there's the mess. Rusty Hubcap picked up that Pexto shear for me over in his town, and I went and picked it up. I'm just doing a quick tour. I got all my miscellaneous drill bits and screws and fasteners and my wood stove. I got a new breaker box that I want to replace that little one with because I have no more spaces in it. Got my wood hauled in for the winter. This will last me probably a month if I'm out here working every weekend. My refrigerator, some more toolboxes. This is my machining box. And then there's that big rack I built. I think I got a video on that. But, yep, I've got all kinds of books. I got books on the other end. I hope I'm not making you too dizzy with the walking around, but trying to keep it steady. Well, I'll see if I can figure out how to load this up. Oh, look at that. That didn't pan out, did it? But there's the most dangerous tool in the shop, I feel. Radial arm saw. Well, let's see how this goes, and if I got anyone that's still willing to watch my videos. Thanks for watching.